What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day today. Today is going to be a good topic, all right? It's going to be the face of the WNBA. Who is the face of the WNBA? I'm halfway tempted to say this is a subjective answer, but there's a part of me that says it is not that subjective. It's only a couple people you can really shake, but who your answer is personally, it kind of tells me what type of WNBA fan you are. It's actually going to be my gauge. Like, if you say Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA, okay, you're a casual fan. If you say someone like an Asia Wilson, Breanna, Stewart, Nafisa Collier is the face of the WNBA, you are a real WNBA fan. Now, I know when people hear that, you're going to say Caitlin has tripled the viewership, right? The revenue has gone up because of Caitlin Clark. The Caitlin Clark effect is nothing to scoff at, all right? But that ain't really the face of the league. Don't get me wrong. When we mention Caitlin Clark, you also have to mention players like Angel Reese too, and they have done a remarkable, wonderful job for the WNBA so far. We also got to consider players like Paige Beckers, who's coming into the league very soon. My Sparks were robbed. Shout out to the Wings for winning, but the draft at least. But I'm sure she's going to help out with marketing. How about Juju when she comes to the league, right? And I'm certain others are going to help out as well. So, point in time, I think it's fair to say they aren't faces. Yes, Caitlin Clark, yes, Angel Reese have helped out, but I can't quite say they are the faces of the league. And if you say, well, Caitlin was the MVP race, she wasn't in the MVP race for me personally, but I hear it though. I hear the reasons why you want to put her as the face. I just think it's a disservice to those players who have been playing in the league for quite some time, like Asia Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, which if you want to say Nafisa Collier is a question mark or an asterisk, whatever, fine. Because she did have, right, like she did take a little hiatus. She was giving birth. So I do hear you. Still could I would consider her higher as a face of the league than Caitlin Clark. And you guys might be saying I'm hating, I'm BSing, whatever it is, I'm trolling, I'm trying to get clicks. No, I genuinely believe this. And there's a comparison as well that I think a lot of people can resonate with this. Remember in 2004, we had a lot of good players in the NBA, but LeBron James was drafted, right? He didn't win his first MVP until 2009. His first championship until 2012. Now, he did go to the finals. What was that, 07? But still, first finals won 2012. And that 7 series, that 07 finals run wasn't all him as much as people want to make it out to believe. So that's another video that's coming out soon. Be on the lookout for that. But all of this, right? Braun wasn't the face of the league in 2004 or 2005, but his stats were pretty damn good. I think so. And you guys are telling me that Caitlin Clark should be the face of the WNBA. That's why I say you're casual fans, because Caitlin just joined the league. I understand the viewership goes up. You are casual fans. You just joined. The people who have been around for decades, hell, even multiple years, can at least understand where I'm coming from, right? Because going back to the NBA, I do remember players like Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Garnett, D. Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwight Howard. There were a few names outside of LeBron James where we could say, hey, that guy's the face of the league. Why are we saying Caitlin Clark is the face of the league? Again, casual fans. Like, she's helped the game tremendously. Asia Wilson is perceived as the best player. Breanna Stewart is perceived as one of the best players. Nafisa Collier this past year, if that don't make her the face of the league, being depoy and number 2 in MVP, almost winning the championship, being part of the Olympic medal squad. Her team is doing quite well in the unrivaled league right now. If that stuff doesn't make her a face of the league, I don't know what does. Then we got to think about the other players that are currently in the WNBA. Like, how about Diana Taurasi? She's still in the league. I understand she's older. She's getting ready to retire. Last year could have been her last year. She still hasn't retired. So until she does, can she be considered a face of the league? Asia Wilson, I just mentioned. Stewie, just mentioned. Nafisa, just mentioned. Arike Agumbawale. How about her? Ain't she scrappy? Brittany Griner. Like, there are people who make controversial takes about Brittany Griner, and I'm not talking about the Russia incident. She can't be a face of the league? Really? Alyssa Thomas. Like, triple-double queen of the WNBA currently point in time? She held the most assists in the WNBA's history until Caitlin Clark did break that record. But then when you look at the differences, well, Alyssa also had a lot less turnovers than Caitlin did. Caitlin averaged about 6 turnovers to Alyssa's like 3 and some change maybe. But they both had about 8 assists plus. Sabrina Ionescu, who, by the way, has a very similar game to Caitlin Clark. In fact, when you go to Sabrina's first year, if she did not get injured, she would have been doing similar stuff that Caitlin did. The first 3 games that she played, she was doing similar stuff that Caitlin did. How come she can't be a face of the league? Just won a championship, by the way. Chelsea Gray, called point guard. Maybe not face of the league, but like, again, when you think about Chelsea's career, all right, well, champion for the Sparks, champion for the Aces, finals MVP. Could be a little up there. Multiple-time All-Star. I'm just saying. Nneka Ogwumike, she's a champion and an MVP, a league MVP, perennial All-Star, a bucket, and class personified. How come she can't be the face of the league? There are plenty of people in the WNBA that could be the face of the league over Caitlin Clark. And I'm not saying Caitlin Clark won't get there, because even right now, I have other people like a Kalia Copper, like a Kelsey Plum, Satu Sabali, Dewana Bonner. But those are potentially, but I don't think so, in terms of being higher as a face of the league over Caitlin Clark. So again, it's not that Caitlin's not rising. Eventually, she will be a face of the league. But right now, if you say that she's a face of the league, my personal opinion, you are a casual WNBA fan. And that's okay. That's fine. We need y'all out here too. We're trying to get fans right now. But I'm telling you, if we cannot sit up here and acknowledge these other women who have been getting a bucket, I don't know what to tell y'all. And again, we've seen it in the NBA too. I'm not hating. I'm being quite fair. LeBron James in 2004. I've asked Bron fans, when do they think he became the face of the league? They said 2012. Some tried to say when he won his first MVP. Either way, that's 5 to 7 years from when he actually debuted in the NBA. So if someone as gifted as Bron, if someone as remarkable as Bron, who some people call him the GOAT of the NBA, some people have him higher than Michael Jeffrey Jordan, who has won 6 championships and not lost in the finals. They have him higher than Buddy. If he couldn't be the face after 5 to 7 years, how come Caitlin Clark can be? Come on now, let's make it make sense. Let's be fair. Let's be consistent. Let's not be hypocrites. I ain't trying to be a hypocrite. I don't want y'all to be either. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you say Caitlin Clark is the face of the league, that's cool. That's your take. That's your prerogative. But I just think you're a casual WNBA fan. The real WNBA fans know who the face or faces are. And if your face, but I am curious though who your face is. Because if you have a good face, like, hey, if you want to say Brittany Sykes is the face of the WNBA, all right, cool. I'm down to listen why you feel that way. It's going to be a very interesting take. I love Brittany. Face of the league, though, that's going to be that's going to be an interesting one. But hey, let me know who y'all faces of the league are. I would greatly appreciate it. But also, please like subscribe, comment, and tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey Wilder. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. Hope you all have a good one. Take care.